Guys, Money in the Bank that took place tonight on July 14th of 2013, I'm going to say it was a solid show. I enjoyed it overall. Can't say it was a great pay-per-view, but I'll say it was a good pay-per-view. If you watch it, you'll enjoy it. Of course, this is your boy, Deluxe Man, giving his review on Money in the Bank 2013. First time watching me, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, check out my Facebook, everything down below in the description box, as well as Wrestling Paradise, because I'm going to do another review with my co-host Preston on the Wrestling Paradise channel. Check that one out. But here's my personal review for my own channel. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. The kickoff match, the pre-show match between the Usos versus the Shield, was a really good, solid tag team match. And honestly, the more I think about it, this should have been on the main card. It was that good. It was so good that I personally believe it should replace one of the two matches that I'm going to talk about later on the card, because it was that good. Lots of crazy spots, lots of high energy from both wrestlers. The Philly crowd was behind both teams, especially the Usos. That just lets you know that the fans see something in the Usos, and the Usos can be a good, solid, marketable tag team for the WWE. But the WWE has to go all the way with them. They have to give them promos, they have to give them merchandise, they have to give them whatever it needs to be considered top stars in the company. The Usos have it, man. The Usos are a great tag team. They've been a great tag team since day one. They are the only legit tag team in the WWE, and this match proved that they can run the tag team division as tag team champions, in my personal opinion. Good match. The Shield win, as we all expected, but a really good match to kick off the show. I just wish, like I said before, it was on the main card. But that was the pre-show match. Getting into the Money in the Bank Smackdown match between, let me get this right, Damien Sandow, Cody Rhodes, Fandango, Wade Barrett, Dean Ambrose, Antonio Cesaro, and Jack Swagger. A great match, 4 stars, no doubt about it. A match that I recommend for all wrestling fans to watch. I thought Cesaro and Swagger worked really good with each other. It feels like the We the People thing is starting to get over with the audience. Let's just make them a tag team. Put them in a tag team division. Use that to help revitalize the tag team division, in my personal opinion. Dean Ambrose and Cody Rhodes were the highlights of the entire match, but me personally, Cody Rhodes got the biggest reaction. I thought Cody Rhodes was the MVP. I think personally they should go ahead and turn Cody Rhodes babyface. Might as well, because Damien Sandow ended up screwing over his best friend. Although they played up the fact that no matter who would win, they were going to be best friends. I doubt they will after this. I think the future is telling me Cody Rhodes versus Damien Sandow, whether it's for the World Championship or whatever. But Damien Sandow is your new Mr. Money in the Bank for the SmackDown side. I'm happy with that. The fact that I could possibly be seeing a Dolph Ziggler versus a Damien Sandow match makes me happy. And also, a Cody Rhodes versus a Damien Sandow match makes me even more happier. But, great match. I recommend that you all go watch it. Cody Rhodes should turn babyface, and we should continue building on a future feud between Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow. Don't break him up yet. Show some dissension, of course, but let Cody Rhodes still be his friend, and eventually have Damien Sandow talk down on him and stuff like that, treat him like crap, and then break them up, start a feud with them, and use that to maybe even do a World Championship feud down the line. But yes, the star of the match was Cody Rhodes. Damien Sandow is your new Mr. Money in the Bank. Great match. Go watch it. The next match here is the WWE Intercontinental Championship IC title. The Miz versus Curtis Axel. It was an average match. Nothing really special. Miz got rid of Paul Heyman with some type of Eddie Guerrero type of thing where he fooled the referee into thinking Paul Heyman slapped him and got him kicked out. Hey, it made him to heal the match and make the match just a tad bit more interesting because the crowd turned on the Miz because of that. I mean, it's Paul Heyman's city. Of course they're going to hate whoever did that to Paul Heyman. So, throughout the match, Miz worked as a heel, and Curtis Axel pretty much got a legit victory over him. Not mad at that. About time Curtis Axel got a legit victory on him, but I don't know. The match wasn't really all that good to me. It was average. It wasn't great. It wasn't good either. It was just there. But I guess I should appreciate the fact that Curtis Axel beat a former main eventer of WrestleMania, although Miz is pretty much Mr. Pre-Show now, so what else can I do? The next match is the Divas Championship, AJ Lee versus Kaitlyn. This one was also average. I think AJ Lee and Kaitlyn have had better matches. I think their match at Payback was 10 times better than this one. It was alright. I won't say it was terrible, but it wasn't really all that special. To me personally, the feud needs to go to the next level. I think Kaitlyn and AJ is starting to get a bit dry as a feud. They just seem to be taking childish shots at each other. Let's get some more drama into it. You know, with this whole thing between AJ Lee and Ziggler having some relationship problems, maybe Kaitlyn can step in and maybe get Ziggler to break up with AJ and get with her. Who knows? I mean, Kaitlyn now, apparently by storyline purposes, has no friends, except for Layla, apparently. It has no title, so maybe she can go crazy like AJ Lee did in 2012, and then we can see a different side of Kaitlyn. Maybe that will get fans, even though they're behind her, but more behind her, add some more fuel to this feud, and maybe build to a third match at SummerSlam, and get a stipulation behind it. Don't do another singles match. These two divas need a stipulation. Street fight, no DQ, falls count anywhere, last diva standing, I don't care. Hell, I'll take Hell in a Cell or Steel Cage match. Give these two a stipulation to work with. Their feud is way too good and way too personal to just end like this for one thing. But if they're going to have a third match, you just have a singles match for a third match. You know what I'm saying? So, I hope the feud continues. If it ends right here, it'd be kind of lame because it has no resolution, you know. I think if AJ Lee is going to come out on top, she needs to come out on top in a big match. So, one more match for SummerSlam. Make it a stipulation match and I'll be cool. Okay, this is the match that I felt like should have been replaced by the Tag Team Championship match. And also the IC Championship match too. But this one should have definitely been on the pre-show. Chris Jericho versus Ryback. The worst match of the night. Chris Jericho tried his ass off to make this match a good match. But it was sloppy. It was slow. It was uninteresting. I wasn't behind it. The fans did not care. Philly did not react to this match at all. I didn't react to it. And Ryback beat Chris Jericho by a roll-up. He didn't even beat him with the shell shock or the meat hook clothesline. He just beat him by a roll-up. This is ridiculous, guys. Seriously, Chris Jericho is just randomly losing to people just to lose to them. Ryback beat Chris Jericho by a roll-up pin. It wasn't even like a big victory. It was a victory, granted, but he beat him by a roll-up. What's that going to do for Ryback's career? And what's that going to do for Chris Jericho? I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. Worst match of the night. I was going back and forth between a 1-star or a 2-star. I'm going to give it a 2-star because I know Chris Jericho tried his ass off to make it work. But I'm only being generous because Chris Jericho tried his ass off to make it work. Although it didn't really do anything. Seriously, nobody was advanced. Ryback does not look any stronger or better because he pinned Chris Jericho with a roll-up. He looks like the exact same weak Ryback that he was before he faced Chris Jericho. The next match is the World Heavyweight Championship match between Alberto Del Rio. I already miss Ricardo Rodriguez. Can't wait for him to get back from suspension. And then Dolph Ziggler. This was a 4-star match for me personally. I'm pretty sure fans don't feel the exact same way as I do because of the ending, but let me explain. The match overall was very good. I thought both of them worked very well with each other. Lots of crazy spots. We got like an X-Pac sit-out facebuster or X-Factor off the top rope. That was nice. Reverse suplex off the top rope by Del Rio. Del Rio was working on Ziggler's head like he was in the previous match. Good psychology used. Now, when AJ Lee came out, I already knew she was going to screw him somehow. The fact that they had her stand outside with a crazy look on her face, it added more emotion to the match because you're all like, oh, damn it, she's out here. This crazy whore. Oh boy, what's she going to do? But it kept you engaged. That's the whole point. And then when Ziggler got that close to beating Del Rio, she comes in and hits Del Rio with the Divas Championship, costs Ziggler the match, and gives Del Rio the win by DQ. For me, that was a really good storyline ending because not only are you going to continue the feud between Ziggler and Del Rio, but you're also adding a drama element to Ziggler's rise to the top. It really makes it more interesting. It makes you want to get the title back even more because now the obstacles are stacked more against Ziggler. Now fans want to see Ziggler overcome AJ, get rid of her possibly, and you know what, get with Kaitlyn. Like I said, that's probably the best thing right now, not just for Ziggler, but also for Kaitlyn and AJ. If Ziggler dumps AJ and gets with Kaitlyn, it actually adds more babyface momentum to Kaitlyn and also gets more heat on AJ and gives more to their feud. And it also would make sense since Kaitlyn and Ziggler used to have a relationship back in NXT. I mean, we might see a fallout from this on Raw tomorrow night. So many good things can come from this match because of what was set up. I look forward to seeing how the drama between Ziggler and AJ unfolds tomorrow night on Raw and what it holds for the future. Guarantee you there's going to be a rematch between Ziggler and Del Rio at SummerSlam. Don't know if AJ or Biggie Langston's going to be involved. As a matter of fact, since Del Rio is a Money in the Bank winner, and since AJ Lee seems to have a thing for Money in the Bank winners, just saying, Daniel Bryan, Kane, CM Punk, John Cena, Ziggler are all Money in the Bank winners. I wouldn't be surprised if she got with Del Rio. Makes no sense, but I'm just making a connection just for the sake of making a connection. But yeah, guys, this was a good match. Definitely 4-star match. Recommended for anybody. Does a really good job of continuing the drama and making you salivate more for Ziggler to get the title back in the future. Next match is the WWE Championship match. John Cena versus Mark Henry. Cena beats Henry, makes him tap out. It was a solid match. I won't say it was terrible, but you all knew Cena was going to win. Mark Henry did not stand a chance. He looked good. I will say this. Henry looked really good in this match. But I still didn't think he was going to beat John Cena. I mean, it was nice seeing him kick out of the AA, break out of the STF, and, look dominant. But anytime Cena puts on that Superman cape, he always comes out on top. And now WWE is playing up John Cena as one of the great all-time champions. Hey, you know what? That's fine with me, because the more you play Cena up, the more you make him look more important. The moment Daniel Bryan comes in and tears him down, that will make Daniel Bryan even more special in the future. That's all I'm saying. Because eventually Daniel Bryan versus John Cena has to happen. Eventually. Alright, now that I said that, let's get into the ladder match. The Raw All-Star Money in the Bank ladder match. Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, CM Punk, Sheamus, Christian, Kane was taken out, so it was just those 5 men with the returning Rob Van Dam, who got a big reaction from Philly, and as you would expect, he was awesome in this match. You know what? Seeing Rob Van Dam wrestle tonight kind of put a damper on my worries about him not living up to how good he was. I think in TNA, he was just not motivated. I think the reason why he had so-so to bad matches was because he just didn't care about working in TNA anymore. Because those of you who saw how he worked in TNA can see a big difference now in his WWE performance, especially here tonight. The guy looks a lot more motivated. He's obviously a lot more innovative. He's a lot more crisp. He's a lot more engaged into the match. And it comes off very well. So I'm happy Rob Van Dam is back in the match. Great match. Lots of great things happening in it. Lots of crazy spots. Axel came out just as Daniel Bryan was going to grab the briefcase, and he put Daniel Bryan out of the match, which led to CM Punk hitting him with the GTS because he was mad that he tried to help him out. Paul Heyman came out, was yelling at Axel because, you're not supposed to help him out because that would upset him. CM Punk goes for the briefcase. Paul Heyman turns on him, knocks him off the ladder, and then shoves the ladder right on the side of his head, busts him open. And those of you who know the history between Paul Heyman and CM Punk, that was a big moment. That moment just kind of got you here. It got me here because it's like, man, Heyman turned on CM Punk, his best friend. The only person CM Punk trusted in the WWE, the only person that helped CM Punk get to the top, turned on him. That must have hurt CM Punk badly. And that's how I felt personally. But everybody said Daniel Bryan was going to win. I said Daniel Bryan was going to win. He didn't win. Randy Orton won the Money in the Bank briefcase. Randy Orton. Why? Why? Guys, this is why I didn't even want a Money in the Bank match for main eventers. Because, again, someone like Randy Orton doesn't need the briefcase. Yes, I know, okay? He hasn't gotten a shot at the World Championship or the WWE Championship in a year or years or something like that. He's worked with the mid-carders and stuff like that. He deserves an opportunity at the WWE Championship. Okay, he doesn't need the briefcase. I said a while ago, the only reason I would accept this match is if Daniel Bryan wins. Because he sorely needed a victory like this to help establish his place as a main eventer. Randy Orton doesn't need it. He's a 9-time world champion. Daniel Bryan hasn't even touched the WWE Championship yet. Yes, he's won the World Heavyweight Championship, but he needed this victory more than Randy Orton. I'm not happy with the finish. I don't like it. I don't understand why Randy Orton needed to win the match. Now, granted, I'm still saying it's a 4-star match, but I did not like that ending. I don't understand, excuse the cell phone, I don't understand what was the purpose behind Randy Orton winning the briefcase. Whatever, I guess I'll wait and see what happens. Maybe he'll cash it in tomorrow and he will fail. Maybe, and that'll be his heel turn. Maybe Daniel Bryan will get another opportunity in the future. But Daniel Bryan needed this match. I'm not happy with the outcome. I think that's stupid. Randy Orton should not have won that briefcase. WWE was stupid for having him win it. I don't understand it. There better be a reason behind it. I mean, I am willing to let it go if Daniel Bryan does end up facing John Cena in the future anyways at SummerSlam. I'm fine with that. But if we get Randy Orton versus John Cena at SummerSlam, really? Over Daniel Bryan versus John Cena? Really? Why we should do that match? We still might get Daniel Bryan versus John Cena sometime in the future. Hopefully at SummerSlam. But I just think it was a mistake to not have him win this match. Still a 4-star match, but that ending was dumb. Daniel Bryan should have won this match. I mean, tell me down below how you felt about it. For real, tell me down below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? How you felt about the matches overall, the pay-per-view overall? I'm going to say it was a 3-star show. It was a solid show. If you watch it, you'll enjoy it. I won't say it's a 4-star yet because there are some matches that hinder it from being a 4-star show. But it's definitely a solid show. Very entertaining. And me personally, yes, it is WWE's best pay-per-view this year. But I hope you guys enjoyed my review on it. And if you agree or disagree, you know what to do down below. Video responses, make a comment. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for Raw. And we'll see what happens then. But this is your boy, The Last Man, signing off. You guys take care. Peace out.